I'm coming.
Which one do they see? That one or this one?
Well, this one's on Instagram. This
Okay.
one's my camera, and that one's on Facebook.
Okay.
So Facebook is live. Instagram is live. Hi, everybody. We're a little bit early. We're here. Well, there's nobody here, but hi, everybody, if you're watching the replay.
I'm here.
And so is Francis.
Yeah.
This is my mom,
I'm her
Bambi
mom.
Fisher.
That's the cat.
This is Francis, Bambi's granddaughter. And my mom is a longtime educator. She's taught from birth through, through retired senior retirees. And she's taught music and all kinds. She's certified in a whole bunch of areas. And
6 areas to be exact.
6 areas.
6 areas.
And
I wanted to go for 10, but I ran out of time.
And she wrote this book, which is now in its 3rd edition, available on Teachers Pay Teachers. You can find it at fischarper.com/shop. And so we're having a little live here, where you can get your music education questions answered. So if you have any, if you're here, ooh, there's a person watching on Facebook too.
Hi.
Go ahead and send them
Welcome.
in the comments there. Oh, Mom, before we start, I have something special.
You're supposed to call me Mrs. Fisher.
Oh, Mrs. Fisher.
Thank you.
Would you like a beverage?
No, thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
I have a name tag for you.
Oh, thank
With
you.
your name misspelled and everything.
Oh, man, I'm honored. Oh, this is grand.
And I have my Lion and Healy Harptacular name badge.
I feel so special, but it doesn't show up.
Well, here, I can fix it.
No. She does this and then breaks stuff.
Oh, it still doesn't show up. Oh, it shows on Instagram. There.
Thank you.
Because we're classy.
Yeah.
Okay, so, Mom, how long did you
daughter.
teach? I mean, Mrs. Fisher?
You teach what?
Anything.
Oh, well over 25 years.
You don't have to
30.
go.
Oh, probably more like 30 years.
And what all ages have you taught?
I've taught newborn, family education, and I've taught elementary school, and I've taught middle school band. And
Francis is over there. That's what we're looking at.
And I didn't teach Francis the cat. And I taught English to people that came into the country. And let's see.
Harp.
Oh, yes. I've taught harp. I thought you meant the school system.
Oh, yeah, but was that school? Well, that was the school system. Never mind.
Anyway.
We've never done one of these before. We don't know what we're doing, so there.
I'm just happy to be here.
Um,
Anyway, I've had a lot of teaching experience. A whole lot of teaching experience.
And
most of it is very good.
What subjects have you taught?
Oh, I've taught music and band, and I have taught literacy, and I've taught ESL, English as a second language.
Yes, don't they have different letters now?
Probably they changed a lot. And I've taught piano.
I think it's ELL now. Anyway, piano, excuse me.
It's yellow.
ELL now.
Oh.
English language learners.
It could be.
Anyways, go ahead.
It used to be ESOL as well. And I'm certified in 6 areas.
What are those 6 areas? Do you remember?
Yes, I think I do.
Okay, tell us.
Okay. Administration and supervision, which is now, I believe, called Ed Leadership.
That's 1.
And music.
That's 2.
Elementary education.
That's 3.
Early childhood education.
That's 4.
Special education.
That's 5.
Well, don't know.
Okay, let's check the time.
Oh, yes, I know what it is.
Oh, what?
English is the second language.
We have another minute to kill.
Why?
Because it's 3:59.
Should I wash my eyes?
No. Oh, go ahead. Wash your eyes.
No, I don't need to wash my eyes.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Excuse me while I wash my eyes.
Make sure you're in the frame here, too, so Instagram doesn't miss you.
Oh, that's much better. Thank you.
And
It's always
she's
good to have clean eyes.
multi-talented.
Pardon me?
And she's multi-talented. You are multi-talented.
Yes, I'm very multi-talented.
Oh, that's your earring back.
I've also taught, I forgot, I've also taught other harp teachers how to teach harp to children.
Yes. Where did you present?
I was one of 4 of the first presenters at the Lion and Healy Teachers Conference in Chicago. And that's where I got the idea of having the book.
Which is right here.
Yes.
Plug it again. Making Harp Lessons Exciting for Young Children. This is an older edition. It's now in ebook PDF format, available on Teachers Pay Teachers and through Sylvia Woods Harp Center. You can find links at fischarper.com/shop.
And they loved it at the conference. They just loved that book. So it's been in print for quite a while. Now it's digital, which makes it so much easier for everybody when it's like that.
Oh, we have 3 people on Facebook.
Hey, everybody. Welcome.
And 1 person on Instagram.
Well, you don't have to announce it to them, do you?
No, but I am. Hey, Judy!
Oh, Judy! It's good to see you. Now, Barbara's going to tell you about herself, but she won't tell everything, so I'll add things.
I teach private lessons. Currently, I'm teaching harp and beginning piano, and right now, I am teaching distance. You can see a blog post about how I'm doing that at fischarper.com/distance. I'm not doing the FaceTime or everybody's doing Zoom now. I'm not doing that route. I'm doing it a little bit different.
Going back to education.
Anyway, I went on a tangent, and then I had to self-promote.
They saw the lump in my hair.
I told you not to turn your head so much.
Oh, there. Okay. Sorry, everybody.
So,
do they have closed caption on this?
if I put it on YouTube, it might have a closed caption.
Okay.
Anyways, I currently teach piano and harp students. I have background in music in college. I took college. I was a music major for a long time in college, but I graduated with an undergraduate degree in communication with a public relations emphasis and a master's degree in English. And I've taught music, I think for about 10 years. I've taught private music lessons, maybe a little
And
longer.
she's fluent in 3 languages. She won't tell you that because she doesn't want to speak to people in those other languages.
No, that's not
But
accurate.
she is very smart. French, English, and Spanish.
That's not true. But, I mean, thank you.
And she's also been published.
And I have been published.
As I have too.
As she has, as published in American Harp Journal Corner, and recently my Strange But True Harp Story was featured in the Harp column.
Okay, now let's get down to
Hold
business.
on, I gotta tell them when I fell and bonked my head on the junk I had in the room.
Read that later.
Oh, yeah, you should read that harp column.
Now, what's our first
Wait,
question?
let me make sure. You didn't want to hear any more about me, did you?
No, that was enough.
Yeah, it wasn't. Oh, it's 4:03. Okay, so we're gonna start with our questions. We have 2 so far, so we're sending ahead of time because I have such a massive following on the internet.
You'd be surprised.
So, I don't know how to do this. This is my mom's thing.
The first question was,
Get it up here. It makes us look more cool.
it makes us look slow.
Well,
What can I say?
so if you have any questions about music education, whether you're a student, teacher, someone just looking on, or a family member, please leave them in your comments on your respective platform, Facebook or Instagram.
And
or
also,
if you're on YouTube watching our replay, leave them down below in the comments. Go ahead.
and also you can ask any educational questions pertaining especially to children or to adults that might cross over from music. You know, things that go with music and practicing can go in real life too.
Right. You can ask any questions you want, but we might not answer them.
What people don't understand really is that music develops a special part of the brain, since now we have all this new stuff.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Excuse me, folks.
And
Anyway, it develops a special part of the brain. And as a matter of fact,
Carolyn.
Hi, Carolyn. As a matter of fact, it's interesting because, and I've seen this happen, people can have Alzheimer's and you play music from their generation to them and they remember those. They might not remember anything else, but they will remember those songs. Music definitely perks up, I would say, a special part of the brain. It's extremely important that people learn music, play music, sing music, and listen to music.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. Now, we had a question
Am I
sent
done
in.
now?
No.
Oh, okay.
We had a question sent in ahead of time. How old is the oldest student you've had? I'm assuming this means music student, but let's go either way.
The oldest student I've had in any class, but probably is in harp, was, I believe, in her 70s at the time.
My oldest student, I believe, I think he turned 80 when I was teaching him.
Wow, you got me beat, huh?
But my runner-up is watching right now, so I'm pretty sure she's the runner-up.
Oh, famous Carolyn.
So she needs to start back up so she can,
Yes. She's a good singer, too.
She's delight.
She is.
Okay.
Anyway, why do you ask about why is somebody interested in why someone would be, what age they would be? What is that of interest?
It's cool.
Oh, boy. Send her to college and this is what happens.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's because...
Look at Instagram a little bit.
Okay. I think it's because our society in America has gone from workers to retirees. And retirees get to do something they've wanted to do all their lives. They finally have time to do it. And many people want to play the harp.
Sorry, and there you look like you're wearing one of those German outfits.
Thank you. I am part German. Anyway, but people retire, men and women both, and desire to play the harp. And the harp has become more affordable nowadays than it was, let's say, even 30 years ago. So I think this is one reason people ask about the age, because there is a big upcoming of musicians that are retired people.
And this wasn't one of the questions, I don't think, but how old's the youngest student you've taught music, private music lessons, and then general education?
Infants.
Okay. Music lessons too?
No, but I taught
Okay, that's general education. What about music? Okay, so she's taught infants. And then...
about 3 years old.
Okay. My youngest student, I think, was 2.5-ish. But she had little mini lessons, like probably 5 to 15 minutes.
But see, that's so appropriate. That's what people need to know. That when you're, especially young children, they don't have the ability to be able to focus for more than a few minutes. So,
we don't either.
No, obviously. So what you want to do is plan a lesson for them where they're sitting doing something for maybe 5-7 minutes, and then have an activity where they get up and stamp out the rhythm or clap out the rhythm or do something with movement. And then they'll be ready to sit back down again. Rotate that around, and that's for the very young children.
Anyways, that's my mom.
I want to be like her.
No, you don't. She doesn't want long hair.
I like the lump out of my hair, though.
Okay, and then, let's see, talking about young kids. A student doesn't want to practice. What would you suggest for the teacher as well as the parents? Or whoever's supervising their practicing?
What I used to tell parents is, if your child hasn't practiced, then they need a lesson. Because if they're not practicing, they're not getting anything done, so they need a lesson, and maybe the lesson will encourage them, but at any rate, it will give them an opportunity to practice. Another way that you can get kids to practice is have them be accountable to each other. Like student A knows student B, and they call each other, or text each other, or Facebook each other, or whatever, and see if they can compete a little with practicing. And another way to...
I need to take my mother's advice. Go ahead.
She may as well take it. I didn't use it. Anyway, and another way to get kids to practice is do not set a timer. I don't know what people were thinking, myself included, but I had a very savvy music parent that said, I tell them they have to practice the song, say, 3 times. And then they would mark the music each time they practiced it. So much better than setting a timer, because when you set a timer, they can just sit there and bang around on the piano. Or when I was a kid, I took dance lessons, and my mom had ironed, and I'd have to practice so in another room. So what I would do is I would stand there and shuffle my feet around and then drink sweet tea. So
that's one of my favorite stories.
Yeah, well, I was cute. The timer thing is just not appropriate to me. It doesn't do anything except allow students any age to limit themselves to that capacity instead of trying to improve themselves on a song.
Now I have a question, but first, before the question, if you're just tuning in, we have these name tags. This is off of This one has my mom's name misspelled. It's off of something I made it for her. You can tell it's very classy with the cat clips. And I have mine from Lion and Healy Harp Tacular 2019 because we're very official and professional here.
That's right.
Okay, now my question. What do you say if someone's concerned that their student or child or whoever, or themselves, if you say play it 3 times, they're just going to rip through it and not do anything right?
Well, that is a good question.
Am I pushing you over?
No.
I just love her so much.
That's a good question, but I might say, I'll interject this now.
Go ahead.
Young children should not be left to their own to practice.
Yes.
They should not be left. It's a great idea for a parent to take lessons with the child. It's a great idea they should sit together on a piano bench together. Children should not be left to their own decisions until they're 21. Trust me.
I'm not even. I'm not sure. I'm not sure I was making great decisions.
When children are little,
and I was not a horrible child.
Oh no, she was great.
Now I am.
Oh, now she acts like me. Anyway, but the studies show that children from birth to about 5 or 6 years old have incredible brain growth. And that's probably when the most brain growth happens. So I would say, get them into music lessons. But you need to be with them so you can cheer them on, encourage them, help them with things, and learn along with them. Now, when they start getting about 15, their brain pretty much stops.
Hold that thought. If you're joining us, if you have any questions about music or education or anything, go ahead and leave them in the comment section to show up on whether your Instagram or Facebook or a YouTube replay. And we might or might not answer them. We'll see. I'm non-committal on that. I say, go ahead. When they're 15, their brains stop going.
When they get to about the age 15, or maybe a little younger, or maybe a little older, it's different for different kids, their brain actually almost stops functioning as far as the thinking. And I'm sure.
Are you surprised?
Yeah, I'm thinking you're saying, oh, yeah, right. But that's when a parent still has to step in and help the student be responsible. That has to help them be more responsible. They have no clue at that time. That's why their car insurance is expensive, and that's why they don't go to classes, and that's why they get poor grades when they're smart. They just have no idea what they're doing. So what I'm saying is,
your children need you.
Children need you no matter what age they are. No matter what age they are. They need you. They need you to be right beside them. Not in another room saying, as my mother would say, wrong note.
I think someone else used to yell wrong, too, every so often. But I think it was mostly Pickle, my grandma.
Yeah.
But she was involved, at least, well, I don't know about, but when she'd listen to me practice, she was in the same room and a lot of times. But it's different when you're a grandparent.
It is. It's better.
Mom has Frances, the cat, so she knows.
Yeah. She looks like me.
And she looks just like you, the green eyes.
Yeah. Green-eyed lady.
Don't sing any songs because then we might get dinged on YouTube if I ever get monetized.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, we had another question.
Yes, we did.
Oh, but go ahead. Did you have more to say?
No, I was going to mention the question.
What is a good age to start teaching a child?
I think a good age is as soon as they can walk, or maybe even sooner. Their lesson can be maybe 15 minutes long, and they might not be learning a song per se, but for example, piano, there are so many things you can do at a piano lesson. Counting the white keys, counting the black keys.
That's a big hit.
Learning the sequence, white, black, white, black, white, black, white, white, black. That's important. Learning that a circle is sort of a whole note. And they can start learning things like this. Also, no matter what instrument a student is learning, they need to know how it works. Parents should supervise this, and the teachers should supervise this. The back of the piano needs to be opened up. They need to see how the hammers hit the strings. If they play trombone, they need to be able to take the entire horn apart, clean it, and put it back together. They need to know how it works, why it works like it does, and that helps them be more respectful to the instrument.
And it's kind of STEM-like, isn't it? Science, technology.
Yes, it is. It sure is.
All that other stuff. And then there's STEAM now, too. Anyway, What do you think about parents sitting in on lessons? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I think about it. I think that it can be either way. I guess.
I think it depends on the student, and definitely depends on the parent. If they sit quietly, take notes, I think that's excellent. No, that's not right. No, I played piano when I was 3, and we didn't learn that. Life changes, folks, and the pendulum swings back and forth. So one day this is popular, one day something else is popular. I'm just waiting on the accordion to come back.
Oh, speaking of, I have a video on that. I don't remember what the URL is for it, but you can go to Fischarper.com and search accordion, and that should come up.
Okay.
It's me getting the accordion out for the first time in a long time. I just put it away, but it's not. Anyway.
Do we have any more questions out there?
Yes. Any questions? You didn't want to hear me talk about the accordion?
You can talk about the accordion, but they might not be playing accordions.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
That was a popular instrument, you know. If the Beatles would have come in with an accordion on, it would still be popular.
Well, I don't know what to say.
That's usually how it is.
Let me think. Yeah, do you have any questions? Please leave them in the comments. Anyway, so, let's see. Is there anything else we should talk about?
When kids throw fits.
Oh, yeah. I haven't had any doozies, I don't think. I did have a kid fall off the piano bench one time, and then the kid said, "Oh, that's why you didn't want me to lay on the bench like that."
Sometimes they have to experience it. And
then also, I think this was before that, one kid got up from the piano and ran off, but then the kid threw up in the hallway at his or her house, so that wasn't really a fit. Anyway. Before we go to,
how about the time I was giving a lesson to this kid, and she got upset and pushed the harp over.
I tell that story
and the child fell over as well, but I rescued the harp. I figured the kid could get up themselves.
That's right. That's right. Oh, Aunt Carolyn says very informative. Thank you.
Thank you, Carolyn.
Do you have any questions or comments? We need help. Please leave questions and comments. I was gonna say, do you have a favorite story or a funny story about teaching? Probably music, but teaching anything. I know you do.
I don't know.
Okay.
But learning music is actually learning another language. And that reminds me of a little boy I had. He didn't know much English. In fact, he didn't know any English, but he learned the word yellow. So no matter what you asked him, for a while, he answered yellow. And I thought that was great because he was trying his best. And that's the way it is with music for a while.
Sometimes when the other kids even answer, "Oh, he's yellow."
Yes, they would say he's yellow. But that's what you want to do with music too. Even if the kid makes a mistake, it's okay. Everybody makes mistakes. One thing, and I usually don't tell people what they should not do, but I would tell you, do not give up. Do not give up. There are so many stories about people that are musicians that did not want to practice, but the person that wanted to give up was usually the dad. The person that made him keep going was usually the mom. Let me finish Joan Castle.
Oh, sorry, Joan Castle.
Joan Castle's family didn't have a lot of money, so her mother cleaned houses just to pay for her piano lessons. It was important, and in the end, it turned out that that's what her profession was.
And we love Lawrence Welk here.
Yes. And I have another friend that she is a very, very excellent violinist. Excellent. She's been in Nashville. She's been in Las Vegas. But when she was born, the first child born in the family that was a girl was handed down the violin. She said there are so many marks in that violin where she didn't want to practice it. She'd bang it around. But just think if they would have let her quit, she would have missed out on all these wonderful opportunities, the people she's met, the places she's gone. So music is not something that you just let your child give up. You don't give in to them. You have to encourage them, keep them going. In the end, it'll pay off.
There was something else I was going to ask, I think.
Oh, well.
Oh, no, you started it. What do you do if a student throws a fit? Adult or child?
Like I said, that one kid threw a fit and threw the harp on the ground, and I just picked up the harp and we went on. Sometimes you just say, "What's the problem?" and let them talk. Sometimes I just tell them you can throw a fit, but when you're done, you have to clean everything up. and eventually, and I do not act emotional about it. Okay, you're throwing a fit. So what? Throw a fit. Scream. It's fine. You can scream. Just when you're done, if you knock stuff over, tear stuff off the wall or whatever, you have to put it up when you're done. And they'll push any behavior modification thing you do. The student will push it to trying to get you to get at the cracking point. But you're going to be a tough egg. You're not going to crack. You're going to stay cool. You're going to stay calm. You're going to stay consistent. And I think that's the important word, consistency.
I think that's a good word.
Thank you. It's a long word.
It is. Consistency. 4 syllables.
See? There you have it. And also, music lessons don't have to always be learning a song. Now, I think that's a good thing. But like I said, they should be looking at the mechanics of the instrument. They should be thinking about that song, like, is it an Irish song? Is it a German song? And they should be looking on a globe and seeing where that originated.
It talks about that. Doesn't it talk about that in making harp lessons exciting for young children?
I believe it does.
No, just a moment. Excuse me. And from commercial break. Making harp lessons exciting for young children. This is an older edition, but the 3rd edition is available as a PDF on Teachers Pay Teachers or through Sylvia Wood's Harp Center. You can find it at fischarper.com/shop. While I'm doing commercial, enjoying this, and you would like to leave a virtual tip, .com/tip. There's no pressure to do that, but if you want to, I'm not going to stop you. It goes to me, not my poor mom. Anyways, okay, go ahead about the map.
Well, anyway, you can bring in music as part of the entire life. You know, music is making people feel happy. Music is giving people memory. Music as a gift back to someone. You know, little Johnny might want to learn to play a song for Christmas to play for his grandma or his grandpa or something like that. Music is definitely a gift that you get and a gift that you give.
And what are your thoughts about recitals? Which I believe are also talked about in this book. I don't remember for sure. I should reread it. Anyway.
I like low-key recitals myself. And I like recitals that don't cost parents a lot of money. And sometimes I've had recitals in people's homes, which is really nice. It reduces the stress. And sometimes I've had...
see you too. Go ahead. Sorry, I had to respond to a comment.
Oh, okay. And I've had kids...
Oh, Aunt Carolyn says CCC, cool, calm, consistent.
Oh, that's very good, Carolyn. Cool, calm, and consistent. CCC.
Okay, now, recitals. Excuse me.
Recitals. Anyway, we've had them in people's homes. We've had them in small homes that are assisted living places. We've had them in larger assisted living places. And that's pretty much how recitals go. I think sometimes we can overwhelm children with perfection, which isn't possible, and with performance. And when they're in front of a larger crowd, I think it's very, very scary for a lot of people, not just children.
I think a lot of times it's scarier for adults, though.
Probably is.
I've stopped doing recitals, but I did up to 4 a year for a while, and that was probably too much. I was just so excited. But now I'm not doing recitals. It was difficult getting students and families to participate, which I'm not sure if they weren't interested or if my emails weren't going through, I didn't push it enough. Who knows? But not enough. I was too stressed out for the amount of
and you would give one if somebody asked.
Oh, yeah. And if you're a student watching and you want to do a recital, let me know. And we can either schedule one or I can help you prepare for like a talent show or another performance. Distance lessons. You can contact me at fischarper.com/contact. Whether you live in Southwest Florida or not, I am available for distance lessons.
Coaching. Yes. Anyway, I think one of the big keys to recitals and lessons and everything is the adult with the student, the parent with the student. Parents are too absent from children's lives, and this is critical for their success that they see their parents, and that they see that their parents love them, and they see that their parents care enough to spend time with them.
It's a huge difference that you see between students who have parents who are very involved, not helicopter parents, but very involved and communicative with the teacher and sits down and helps the teacher, helps the student practice. Maybe bring their students to lessons, maybe don't, and just expect them to do it on their own.
And what's surprising is most of these parents, if their child is in soccer, they're going to be there every day. If their child's playing t-ball, they're going to be there every day. And I think sports are fine.
Oh, the camera shut off.
I think sports are fine, but come on. When you're 90 years old, are you going to be playing your harp or your piano, or are you going to be playing soccer? Let's get real here. Head injuries, man, broken fingers, I can't handle all that. But it's where priorities lay. And, it's where the priorities are.
Sorry, I stepped on your
foot. And I guess that's what it amounts to. They'll spend money on a soccer uniform.
Although my mom did have me go to a basketball camp. I think it was the summer after 5th grade. It might have been before 5th grade, but I think it was after 5th grade. She made me go.
I wanted to get free pizza
so I could get the free basketball. But you had to pay for the basketball camp. Why? But I'm glad you had me do it. It was horrible. But I'm glad you had me do it. It was horrible, though. I mean, because I was always the kid that everybody else wanted to take my turn,
Me too.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know, we're twins.
Genetic.
But then when I was in college, I finally learned that you can play sports just for fun.
There you go. See? But I think it's important to, now I lost my train of thought.
Buying soccer uniforms?
What?
Buying soccer uniforms?
Oh, thank you.
Priorities?
I think it's important that people are well-rounded. So.
Renaissance people, if you will.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, it's almost 4:30, so I think that we will wrap up. Is it okay if we close it off? Or you have more you want to say?
Does anybody have any questions?
Yeah, if you have any questions, hurry and throw them in the comments.
Teachers Pay Teachers, you really should go there. There's quite a few free things, and especially now that you're teaching at home.
Mm-hmm. And they have a whole section for distance learning or something, I think, or something like that. But there's all kinds of free stuff. I think every store has to have at least one freebie. There's a Fischarper store. You can find that at fischarper.com/shop. There will be a link there. If you'd like to see another one of these, let us know. You can send me a message, a comment on the video, or you can contact me at fischarper.com/. And you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Fischarper Jr. FISCHARPERJR. If you have any fan mail from Mom, you can just send it that way too.
Thank you.
Oh, and Mom has a Facebook group called Harp Fix that you can find.
Oh, I love it.
If I remember and have the gumption and can figure out how to do it, I can try to leave a link below. I know I was gonna try not to say names, but since they're on the thing, I guess I don't know.
Yeah. Everybody can see it, right?
I think so.
Yes.
We don't know what we're doing. Again, and you can check my website out at fischarper.com. I have a blog there. I generally post blog posts on Fridays and YouTube videos on Tuesdays. Excuse me. On Tuesdays, they also post to my website.
I consider Tuesdays as Taco Tuesday. Obviously, it's different for her.
YouTube's Day. Again, and if you like this and you want to, you can leave an e-tip. I don't know how it goes. There's a link at fischarper.com. That's me making an F for Fischarper. Fischarper.com/tips. But you don't have to do that. That's just if you want to spend your money. And until next time, are you ready? Do you watch my videos? Do you know how to do this? Thumbs up!